Peace, love, and cookie dough.
Wham! Are we live? Think we should be live if
We got this.
my software don't be jumping around the place all the time, then we should be good to go. Hashtag late. How many minutes late am I? I'm 4 minutes late. Oh my god. I do apologize. I had to get myself situated for the match ahead. Pop out the chat real quick. I'm assuming Lucas will be watching the match because it is... Yeah, I thought so. His team playing in one of the biggest matches of the season is the old Liverpool-Man City game nowadays. Because it's no match to do with Man U anymore. Rest in peace. I remember when nobody used to really care about the Man City-Liverpool game because it was a pretty small game. Now it's like the game. Apologies for adjusting stuff on the fly, by the way, but I only just typed everything in here just before we started. So, is it actually a big match? Yeah, it's huge. It'll be one. It's probably going to be one of these teams that wins the league. So, it's pretty huge match. Hence why I wanted to do the old watch along for it. I kind of have the commentary on in the background, and I'm kind of regretting my decision already. Just because they do chat so much shit on these channels that I don't even want to listen to it. It might help me with things that I could say, but... Nah, between BT and Sky, there's maybe a handful of good commentators between them. I take the commentary off, yeah. I did that. Oh, it was coming through in the stream as well, wasn't it? Oh, Jesus. I didn't even think about that. I just thought it would be a thing for myself. Yeah, no, I didn't even think about it coming through. That's highly illegal, so I'm glad I did take it off now. God damn. Reckon Man City will win it 4-3. You think there's going to be that many goals? I mean, from a neutral perspective, I hope there's that many goals. Be good for the old watch along. They're talking about Diogo Jota on here now. I can't wait to see him play. I haven't actually seen... I think I saw him play once in a Liverpool jersey. And it was like one of his... I think it might have been the first time he was subbed on. I can't even remember if he scored that day. Lucas, you would probably know better. But he's been playing so well for Liverpool so far. Oh my god. I'm jealous. This cup is nearly see-through. Love that. I don't know... Like, I haven't watched, obviously, as much of these teams as I would have watched Man U this season, but, like, the defense for both teams seems to be a bit dodgy, so... Lucas, you could be right in your 4-3 prediction, something along those lines. The midfield and the attack for both teams, though, is just terrifying. Match during the week against Atlanta was his best. I think he scored a hat-trick, yeah. We didn't even say you think you know he scored a hat-trick. I saw a stat as well saying that he scored... I can't remember exactly how it was, but it was something along the lines of like 66 goals with his right foot and 66 with his left foot or something. But like, the fact that he can use both of his feet that well, kind of terrifying from a striker. Like, usually you'd want to guide the striker to one side to try and get him on his weak foot so he can't really get a good shot off. But Diogo can shoot with whatever. And I think... Sergio Aguero is injured for Man City, right? Am I right in saying such a thing? He is, yeah, he's got a hamstring. Hamstring, yes you. Van Dijk being out for Liverpool, I just feel like their defense is going to leak some more goals with that. So I'm hoping it'll be a spectacle. I mean, it's going to be good goals or no goals, but... Obviously, we'd prefer the goals. I can't even pretend to know anyone in either of these teams except for Salah and Firmino. I've heard of Torres and De Bruyne as well. Torres is Fernan Torres, not the old Torres from back in the day, so you probably haven't heard of him. Fernan Torres, not Fernando Torres. Yeah. And De Bruyne is the best player in the Premier League, probably, so That's probably why you've heard of it. I also tried to find the most neutral jersey I could possibly find for this watch along as well. Hence why I'm wearing a Ghana jersey, by the way, just in case anybody's wondering. Yeah, we're lucky Alisson came back right after Van Dijk was killed by Pickford. It's true. Well, that's your. I don't think we've talked about this at all, Lucas. Have we? I don't know if we mentioned it in the Discord at all. Well, I suppose there's no point in even asking a Liverpool fan what's their opinion of that Pickford tackle, because it cost Van Dijk to be out for the season. So I'm pretty sure any Liverpool fan is going to say it was disgraceful. But I actually agree. It's ridiculous that it didn't even count as a foul. He wasn't booked. He wasn't punished or anything. All because Van Dijk was offside. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Just because Van Dijk was offside, Pickford was allowed to basically, like, how can you even describe the tackle? It was disgraceful. And it tore his ACL out for the season, and all because he was offside is this, like, no, that's fine, work with. Don't worry about it. I think it was a disgusting tackle, but it was offside, so it shouldn't have been a penalty, but he should have been sent off. Yeah, exactly. It shouldn't have been a penalty. That's the only bit that makes sense. But I agree. 100%. He should definitely have been sent off. Physically injured no matter what. They should at least be booked. But I mean, you'd think so. I had Top Chat on again, so apologies if I missed any messages as well, by the way. I don't know why YouTube likes to default to Top Chat, not Live Chat, but yeah. With Top Chat, it just filters out some messages. I don't know how it decides, but with Live Chat, it shows everything that's written in, which is, I'm sure, what everybody would prefer. Yeah, no, I don't understand how. So that would mean if somebody's offside, like, you know somebody's offside or they are offside and called it, what stops a player just sprinting across the field and just sliding and taking him out? That's not a foul then, is it? It's not a booking or anything. It just don't make sense. Filters out what it thinks is spam. Yeah, well, I don't understand how those messages yesterday from Usopp were spam. Or seen as spam. Or just because they were swearing at it, it's spam now. Ederson in goal for Man City. Laporte is one of my favourite defenders in the Premier League as well, if not my favourite. I can't even remember why, but I'm sure I just loved him when he was first at Man City. And then he was injured for ages. Gabriel Jesus. I'm sure he's just back from injury as well, isn't he? Man City do be getting injured though. Jurgen Klopp, the mastermind behind the Premier League. Yeah, so say it was Liverpool and Man U were playing, Rashford was offside, so Alisson can come out of the box and just dig him in the face and get away with it. I mean, pretty much. That's... How can you not take that understanding from that decision? It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, maybe not dig him in the face, because then you're just punching someone in the face. But, like, you can just... Why not? What stops someone just running across the field and sliding someone, being like, oh, well, he was offside, it's fine. Doesn't matter now. Just makes no sense to me whatsoever. And, like, it wouldn't be, like, a normal thing for me to be passionate about Van Dijk being injured because it makes Liverpool weaker, which should make me happy. But that's just a stupid rule. It makes no sense whatsoever. And you don't want to see anybody tear their ACL and be out for the season, no matter who they play for. So, I don't understand. And it seemed to only ever be the fans that were making a big deal of it. Like, nobody really said anything more about it. It's outrageous. I've heard of Diogo as well. Have you? Better see them lose fairly, exactly. Although going by last season, if they were going to do that again, that's not fair at all. So, you know. Won too many games last season. Oh, have you heard of Diogo? Diogo Jota? Who are Man U's rivals? Both of these. These two teams right here. Hence why I tried to find the most neutral jersey possible, because I cannot wear a Man U jersey watching Man City Liverpool. Yota, right, exactly, yeah. His career could have been ended like you wouldn't wish that on anybody, even if they were part of your rival club, exactly. And who are Liverpool's rivals? Man U. Man U, Everton. That's about it. I mean, would Man City really count as rivals? I suppose it's still Manchester and Liverpool. It's just because Man City always used to be really bad. I think they should technically be rivals, right? It's just that Man U and Liverpool's rivalry has gone back years and years, and Man City always used to be bad, and now they've suddenly gotten good. Because money! Bought by a rich club for the boys. I love Klopp, goddammit. You have an obsession with that man. Finally finished off me hot chalk. He looks like that one dad who makes shit jokes but a really good lasagna. What? What does that even mean? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, and a lot of people, getting back to Van Dijk, a lot of people are saying that it could be the end of his career because he is old. And he's going to be gone for a year now, and a lot of people don't come back from an ACL injury the same as they were before because it is a really bad injury. And it takes a long, long time to recover from it. And it would be really sad to see because Van Dijk was by far the best defender in the league. He was a dominant man. I don't know if anybody heard Flash's sneeze right there, but yeah, a lot of people are saying that. A year. I mean, yeah, an ACL injury is season ending for everyone. 365 days? No, but like it's always for the sports season. If that makes sense. I don't know exactly how long it is, but it's always a couple of months. We did, uncut. It was a loud sneeze, alright? I don't know how to eat this messy bun without just like scoffing it on camera. So I might leave it till like halftime or something. Just gonna let it sit there and stare at me while I watch this game. Eat some of the icing every now and again. What is going on here? What are we having a moment of silence for? Who knows? But anyway, I'm hoping this is going to be a really entertaining game, and it should be. Or else it could be one of those absolute stalemate nil-all draws. Work on it throughout the game, I know, right? I'm trying to position my mic in a nice place too. Oh Jesus, I'm not ready with the timer at all. Oh Jesus. Just about got it in time, boys. I had it open, ready to go, thankfully. Wham. Towards Remembrance Day, that would make sense. Oh, I'm so glad I don't have the commentary on. Gary Neville is commentating this game. What do you even mean? Oh, what? Right, we're at 19:20. Ah, yeah, the timer's about bang on, boys. Why is Gary Neville even allowed to commentate shit? I swear to God. The fact, I mean, I suppose it's better. Oh, my stream just froze. Fantastic stuff. Fucking Gary Neville, I know. Why is my stream frozen? Oh, we're back. OMG, we're synced. Well, we were synced until it froze. 50. Oh my god, my stream is like 10 seconds behind now. First, Liam, goddammit. Not quite. Not today. Woo, is that Firmino? Jesus Christ. Alright, they were in early on. I'm gonna have to close and reopen though because I wanna cry. I'm about 10 seconds behind now because the stream froze for a bit. You think Liverpool should sell Firmino? Why? I have the game off here now, boys. This is a disaster. I am watching on no TV and it still froze. It's ridiculous. Surprised with the Liverpool team, to be honest. Why is that? Whoop. None of that, please. Oh, now my timer's, but oh my god, this is outrageous. Boys, this is a disastrous start. Right, I'm going to stop and edit it to 2:30. And I'm going to go when it hits 2:30 again. I mean, if Liverpool can get their fair share of possession of the ball here, then they could be in for plenty goals. We could be in for plenty goals as spectators. Right, timer's back up. We're good to go again. Please God, let it not freeze. After the last day, they'd play Jota up top striker with Salah on the right, Firmino as a high cam or centre forward. Also, it's probably the weakest bench they've had for a long while. Yeah, I mean they are having a lot of injuries, so the boys do be getting injured. Sterling will probably run rings around Trent. Why, bro? Trent is a pretty good right back. Left back? Right back, left back? Let me have a look at my sheet. Right back, I knew it. Trent will body Sterling. Oh my god. I don't know. Raheem Sterling hasn't been very good this season, has he? Dispossession by Man City at the back, snuffing out the Liverpool attack. I don't think this is going to be very goal heavy early on. I think they're going to be sussing each other out for a while. Man City do like to play the possession game though, and they do have it now with Raheem Sterling down the left. Let's see how Trent isn't even actually there. There he is. Ooh, and they've gone straight around him. Was that even him? I don't think it was. Where's he at? Am I losing my shit here, or have I just lost him altogether? I'm also not very confident in Matip and Gomez against the entire attack of Man City, to be honest. You just lose a lot of confidence in the Liverpool defense when Van Dijk's not there. No offense, but the place here already looks so much better than Man U. Right. Well, it's because we don't start Donny. Jesus Christ. If we had Donny play, and we had Pogba actually give a shit about the team, then we'd have as much talent in our attacking play, I guess, as these teams. But we don't. So, there's that. Liverpool trying to keep possession for a bit here, playing around at the back. Do I just not remember what Trent looks like, or is he all kinds of different places on the field? Is this him? Pretty sure that's him. Crossing into the box. The man is playing very high. Yeah, that is him. 66. Such a weird number for a right back, by the way. Donny equals best cam in the Prem. He's definitely the best fucking bench cam in the Prem, I'll tell you that much. I stand Donny, goddammit. This is a tasty messy bun I've got here, by the way. A great snack to go along with the game. No real chances 5 minutes in. As I suspect... Oh, Kyle Walker's just played an awful ball trying to get it down the wing and it's just gone straight out. Love that from you, Kyle Walker, mate. Trent tries to play loop one around all the way to Mo Salah, snuffed out by Emeric Laporte. I'm trying to think who my favourite centre-back in the league would be. It's definitely not Harry Maguire. It has to be Laporte. Haven't followed in years. Only started watching matches again last year. What? Here's me thinking you'd been a regular watcher. Who did you support back in the day? Follow Man U when I was young. Well, there you go. There's the answer to that. Diogo playing out very wide. Coming out to get the ball. Salah working some magic on the edge of the box. See now, Mo Salah is probably better than anyone we have on Man U. Not afraid to admit that. And so is Kevin De Bruyne. But Kevin De Bruyne I don't think has even touched the ball. There he is. Losing out to a header. Back when we had Ronaldo. Oh, Jesus, don't be bringing up those days. Kyle Walker again tries to play a ball, this time across the field up to, I don't know who on the opposite side, but it was another awful ball and it was picked out easily. And Rio, RIP Rio Ferdinand, lads. Watch this happen here. Man is offside. Fair. Oh, Liam, stop now. You're making me cry. Back when we actually had a solid defense. Last time I watched, Gerrard was Liverpool's captain. Wow. I'd say Liverpool have a better team now anyway. Gerrard. Stevie G. I wouldn't even attempt to do the Liverpool accent further than that because that accent is just not... What's the word? All I can think of is replicable, but I don't think that's the one I'm looking for. It's a disgusting accent, that's what it is. That's what I'm trying to say, boys. So far, it's just both teams trying to keep possession of the ball and not too much happening going forward, to be honest. 8 minutes in, still trying to suss each other out. It's what kind of tends to happen at the start of these big games, though, to be fair. A lot of high pressure coming from Liverpool here, though. Man City passing their way out because they have such capability. You love to see it. Love to see some good football every now and again, boys. We can't be watching Man U games all the time, right? Kyle Walker flying up the wing. Passes it into De Bruyne, who tries to play it through to Gabriel. Snuffed out. Liverpool come back the other way. Also passing the way out. You love to see it. Imitable. Yeah, see, I was thinking that as well, but then I couldn't convince myself that it was a word because it sounded really wrong in my head. Is Robertson a good left back? I do not know much about him. It is Robertson, isn't it? It is. He's fairly new to the team, I'm sure. Snuffed out must be your catchphrase of the game. I mean, it was my catchphrase for yesterday as well. It's a very good way of saying that they've stopped an attack, so... We need a snuffed out counter, oh my god. Have I said it that many times already? I mean, to be fair, anytime a team has gone forward here, it's been passed up the field and it's just been snuffed out, so... Snuffed out! There's no product in the final third at the moment, boys. I've also moved Flash's steps like off the camera now, so there won't be any appearances from him today. There might be some sound, some audio appearances from him because he is being very loud, but alas, he won't be pondering his life in the corner of the face cam anymore. Man City moving the ball around nicely here, just crossing the halfway line. Sterling taking it down the left side. Woo, he's been given a shove. That's surely a foul. Not a foul, alright. Diogo Jota tracking back. Oh, what is that? Is that Matip or Gomez? Jesus Christ. He's tried to control it with his head and it's just kind of hit his face and gone to his feet and he didn't really know much about it, but he kept possession, so... Liverpool now in a bit of possession, trying to move forward with it. Robertson plays it into Firmino. Plays the ball out to Mane. Could they look for Salah in the box or is he going to try it himself? He looked for someone, but Firmino and Mane were not on the same page there. Why, what? Might have moved Flash? I don't know. I don't think I intentionally moved him for the stream. I just moved him away. Oh, that's a pen. That Kyle Walker is having an absolutely horrid game so far, and he's just hacked down somebody inside the box, and it's a penalty for Liverpool. Jesus Christ. Kyle Walker is having a mare. Man City players coming up to the ref and complaining like it wasn't... Yep, Sadio Mane is turned... That's disgraceful. He's just gone into his hip and just taken him out. It looked... There's angles of it that it looks very soft, but from that one angle you can see he's just gone straight into Sadio Mane's hip and he's just wiped him out. It's not like one of those ones where it's a foot to the ball and you could be like, well, he got the ball. Shouldn't be a pen. He's just... It's a hip check, really, and it's a certain penalty. Mo Salah's going to take it. Let's have a look. Looks like a rugby player. Who? Kyle Walker? He's having a mare so far. He's usually very good as well, I'm sure. Mo Salah with one of the longest run-ups to a penalty I think I've ever seen. Man is outside the box in the little semicircle. Is Mo Salah left-legged? I feel like I figure this out like every month and I keep forgetting. As long as Ederson stays on his line now, we should be good here. Wham. Yeah. Nicely slotted into the left-hand side from Mo Salah. Love that. 1-0 Liverpool. Alright. Let me add some stuff to the graphics here. So we have 1-0 Liverpool. 12 minutes in as well. Jeez. Goal scorers. We need an away goal, please and thanks. Salah. Oh god, I put it outside the brackets, boys. Embarrassing. Minute pen. Yeah. Love that little graphic update on the side. That looks nice there now, yeah. Very happy with that. No surprise that Mo Salah's on the score sheet in this game. And I mean, you can't really say that either team has been deserved to be in front or behind here because they've both just kind of been sussing each other out. But Kyle Walker has literally just cost his team the goal. It didn't even look like it was going anywhere. I mean, Sadio Mane in the box is always going to be a danger, but he has just hip-checked him and given away the pen. And this time he's actually come back on Sadio Mane and cleared it, so well done Kyle Walker, he's learned from himself. Stop wearing a mask, you love to see a woke king, fuck's sake. I don't know how these cars are going past very loud as well. Might have to close the window. Oh, Mane was offside, I see. I was like, how have Man City just gotten the ball here when Kyle Walker cleared it? Liverpool are pressing very high here when Man City have the ball at the back. Which is interesting. I'd love to say that they could be gassing themselves out, but I feel like Liverpool have a very fit team. That's a long ball up to Jesus. They've tried it and it's been snuffed out by... Oh my god, I've said it again. I need to figure out who's who with this Matip and Gomez combo. I think Gomez is 12, right? I could be completely wrong. Didn't hear anything. Alright, fair. We're good with the cars driving past. Sterling flings it down the side and just about gets it before it goes out wide and doesn't get a corner. Yep. Sterling pleading his case that it should be a corner. It looked like it came off Alexander-Arnold, but they've given a goal kick and they've taken it, so they're not even going to look at it. I suppose you can't really be looking at VAR for a fucking corner, can you? The game would be taking ages. Is that Jota again dropping back? Or who that is? Probably Jordan Henderson, actually. Are they allowed? Is that supposed to be to give out at the refs? They're allowed to plead to the refs, and it can go to a certain extent, but most of them do kind of shout at the refs. But if it gets like, basically, if the ref doesn't like it, he can book them. Oh, it was just shout fair, yeah. Free kick from De Bruyne's delivery here, just outside the box towards the corner. De Bruyne is probably going to deliver something dangerous, which he did, but nobody could get their foot on it for some reason. It was swinging towards the back post. There's two Man City players away from everyone else. Were they offside? They were. Both of them were offside. That makes sense then. Liverpool players must have known, and that's why they were wide open. I think that was Laporte trying to get up front to get his foot on it. De Bruyne again showing though that he can make danger out of nothing. Love to have a De Bruyne on Man U, but you know. struggle is real. I mean, Donny could bring the kind of creativity that De Bruyne brings. Maybe not to the same level, but that's the kind of shit that we're leaving on the bench for fucking Juan Mata. But anyway. We digress. This Gini Wijnaldum, I think, bringing the ball up. Pass it out to Mane, who usually cuts in from here. Here he goes. Step overs, cuts it in. Woo! Cuts it across to somebody outside the box. Jordan Henderson, who tries to rocket the ball at the goal, but just drags it left and wide anyway. Ooh, we saw his name in the newspapers there, boys. Sadio Mane is having his way on this left side, though, against Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker needs to make some tackles and make some solid stops to get his fucking confidence up here, because he is being obliterated on that side. I mean, it's not exactly an easy job to be stopping Mane, but he's having a mare so far. He's also given the ball away with all these long attempted passes, so I don't know, man. He's not looking great so far. Man City with some possession here, passing it around in the midfield. Kyle Walker is just kind of off to the side looking for a pass, but nobody wants it. Sterling just outside the box. De Bruyne might as well have a shot from where he is. Miles out. De Bruyne again, could they whip it in? De Bruyne getting a lot of ball, does whip it in now to the back post, who somebody tried to head it across. Oh, it's Fernan Torres. I did not realise he had Fernan on the back of his jersey. Strange. Was that for a Liverpool throw, I think? Yeah, so 20 minutes in. Still no side really on top here. I think Liverpool have had the better chances, but nothing clear cut. And had there not been a penalty given away, we'd definitely still be bang on 0-0, because nobody's getting any real ball into the goal or into the box very well. Just kind of long crosses bending into the goal that aren't really getting anywhere. Or into the box. Why do I keep saying into the goal? If it was into the goal, it would be a goal. Although saying that, Bruno Fernandes bended across into the goal yesterday. One of the weirdest goals I've ever seen. Sloppy play here from Man City. They've just tried to pass it around up the left side, and it's just, I don't know, was Sterling standing out of bounds, but I don't know if he controlled it out of bounds or what, but they were trying to pass it around and it's ended up out for a throw for Liverpool. A lovely ball across the field to the other side, and I think Robertson has tried to switch the play back again and given it away. There is nothing. The best thing I've seen in the final third so far is Sadio Mane, but that's because he's against Kyle Walker. Defied physics. I'd love to see it. Gomez is the man with the hair, I knew it. Whoever was in behind him there was away if he hadn't made that interception, so we love that. Who was playing alongside Van Dijk before he was injured? Was it Gomez? Assuming he was the starter. I don't think Matip was playing at all, was he? Is that another Man City pass that's ended up out of bounds? Not quite. They just about managed to keep it in. Now Liverpool give it away. It was out of bounds. Boys, the pitch doesn't seem as wide as you think it is today. I don't know why, but them European pitches obviously be wider. Ooh, there's a break chance here for Liverpool. Salah taking it up, passes it out to Mane, who gets tackled by Ruben Neves. Is it Ruben Neves? Oh, it's Ruben Diaz. Jesus. Whipping out some random names here. Yeah, they gave it away. Man City gave it away from their throw, which was at about the halfway line, and then Liverpool just take off up the field. Sadio Mane arguably should have had a shot there. I think he'd have been better off shooting than trying to pass it across when there were so many defenders, but it's gone out for a corner to Liverpool anyway. This is where they miss Van Dijk. Van Dijk from corners was always lethal. Alexander-Arnold to take. Who do they even have now? How good has Matip been here? Who knows? Ooh, okay, and it's curled all the way out for a goal kick. Not a great corner. Was that Kyle Walker at the back being super extra? Ball was flying towards the back post to a Man City player who was right to leave it, but he didn't have to like duck miles out of the way when the ball wasn't anywhere near him. Kyle Walker's just trying to get his bearings in this game still, I think. Gundogan, I think, has dropped back here to help them play it out. Liverpool still with the high press. It's ending all the way back to Ederson again. They're still playing around with their centre backs. Gundogan again has dropped back. Try and help them out. Still the centre backs passing it around. Liverpool still pressing high. Jeez. And Liverpool intercept just as it passes the halfway line. Would they break out again? No, Wijnaldum decides to go back instead. Alright, fair. I mean, people know that Man City's game plan is a lot about possession. It's hugely based on possession, and Liverpool seem to be out to disrupt that, which is working so far. I mean, Man City have barely even gotten anything going on the ball. They have their fair bit of possession, but it's not any meaningful possession that's going forward. Laporte passing it around at the back. I mean, it's just going back to the centre-backs. They still haven't passed the halfway line. Now, they've played a long ball up to Sterling, who I thought would have lost the aerial battle to Alexander-Arnold, and he kind of did. It's gone out for a Liverpool throw. They're not having their way, Man City, here at all. Possession stats still say 57% to Man City, but as I said, it's only in their own half that they're having their possession at the moment. Pep on the sideline wondering what he needs to do to wake his team up, and wake Kyle Walker up especially. Liverpool now with some possession in their half, and Man City doing some pressing of their own. Oh, Wijnaldum's lost the ball just outside the box here. De Bruyne to cross it in. Sterling at the back posts. Oh, he should have given that to Gabriel. Gabriel Jesus had so much space in the box, and Sterling decided to take it on himself with a defender right in front of him. I think it was the keeper saved it in the end. Wijnaldum here just couldn't get the ball out of his feet and ended up losing it. De Bruyne again plays a lovely cross just across the face of the goal, and it was the keeper ended up saving it. Alisson just about, I mean, it went like through his legs, hit his hand, and a defender had to clear it, but Sterling should have given that ball to Gabriel Jesus. That was a goal to be had there. He was in acres of space, could have put it in anywhere in the goal. Easily around the keeper, but Sterling, too selfish. Which I feel like a lot of the time when I watch Raheem Sterling, he seems to be very selfish on the ball. He is a very good player, so he has the right to do it sometimes, but he definitely did not have the right to do it there. Salah tries to play a nice ball through to Firmino. Just about too much pace on it, ends up going all the way through to Ederson. We're starting to see some chances come in here. There is a lot of long balls happening though. I mean, the midfield seems to be very clogged up with all the talent that both teams have. I think both teams are trying to avoid having to try and play through. Kyle Walker on the ball. Instilling no confidence in anyone whatsoever. Centre backs of Man City passing it around again in their own half. Plays down to Sterling. Sterling tries a flick and gives it away. De Bruyne wants a free as he was trying to run onto it, but he's not getting it. Liverpool now try a long pass and give it away. Jeez. There's absolutely no consistent possession happening here. You only I mean, the Man City are driving up the possession stat here just by keeping it in their own half with their defenders, but it's not meaningful possession. City again play the crossfield ball. Nothing of it. Ends up back with Kyle Walker, who'll go back to a centre back. Yup. It's like the Clash of the Titans here, where they're trying to suss each other out the whole time still. Gundogan plays a long ball up, tries to play through to Jesus. It's intercepted by, I think, Mane, who's all the way back there. Robertson now taking it forward. Pass gets blocked and it's out for Liverpool. Throw on the left side. This is a great game so far. You can see that both sides are very high quality. It's definitely a higher quality match than watching a Man U match, so I do agree. It's one of the first matches I've watched all season as well that isn't been a Man U match. That I've watched this in depth anyway, because I throw like most games that are on telly on, but I'm usually throwing them on alongside something. There's another crossfield ball that's been intercepted, this time by a Man City player who's made it almost into the box. Loses it, ends up with Sterling, and now it's Liverpool's ball. Wijnaldum plays it out to Salah. Salah back to Wijnaldum, and they're breaking again. Liverpool seem to be getting most of their chances here on the break. Plays it out to Firmino near the corner flag. Plays it all the way back to Trent, I think, who's back there. And now we're having some Liverpool possession at the halfway line. No offense intended. You're like a second in front of me. That's a nice change. I mean, it's better though, right? There was what yesterday? A 10-second difference? Oh, that was nearly a lovely ball played through. Was that Mo Salah? It was. Mo Salah trying to play through Sadio Mane, but it ends up in the hands of Ederson. Almost got it in the end of it. A lot better today. Very nice, very nice. Ball now at the feet of Alisson, who plays it up to Alexander-Arnold, who nods it on to Salah, who's offside. Just past the halfway line. I don't know though, there is a lot of possession for both teams at their defence, and as soon as it gets into the midfield, the ball seems to be getting rushed from both teams. Because they just don't want to have much midfield possession. Both teams are closing down very fast in the midfield as well. So we're not seeing either team's midfield being able to get any meaningful possession. Which is why the chances are very few and far between right now. Still going to be munching away on my bun, by the way. Man City now playing up the right side. Walker again going back. Love to see it. See, that car was so loud and it wasn't picked up on the mic at all. You love to see it, boys. Settings do be working sometimes. Man City now with some possession. It's ended up back at the centre backs at their halfway line again. I thought they were about to get some possession through the midfield there, but Kyle Walker now down the right hand side, pushing up towards the corner of the box, gives it to De Bruyne in the middle. Jesus, who turns wonderfully and slots it in the bottom left hand corner. Oh my god, that was a nice goal. That was a very nice goal. Kyle Walker has it on the right hand side, plays it into De Bruyne in the middle, who plays a nice pass to Jesus, who turns the defender very well and then pokes it home into the bottom left corner. Let's have a look at it here again. Another crossfield ball played to Walker, who's in acres of space, who gives it to De Bruyne, who's in acres of space. Oh, that was Trent Alexander-Arnold on Jesus' back. Just at his back. Oh, the flick from Gabriel Jesus there. Oh my god, I couldn't even begin to explain it. Flicked it with the inside of his foot, like kind of through his legs, if that makes any sense. Put himself right through on goal, and then he just poked it home with his left foot. Right into the bottom left corner. Joel Matip tried to come over to help, but he was too slow. Lovely goal from Gabriel Jesus there. Now we do need to update the graphics to a 1-1 score. Woo! De Bruyne just... Oh, Jesus. I thought I was about to see something magical there. De Bruyne's just taking a shot from miles away. Oh, yeah. He's tried to slot that in the bottom left corner as well, but it's just about dragged wide. It had Alisson very worried scoring across the goal. Right, we need... Who was it that scored? Gabriel Jesus. 32nd minute, we'll say. Yeah. Alright, well, it's been a good game so far. Moments of magic splashed in here and there. I mean, the Liverpool game wasn't a moment of magic, but that Gabriel Jesus goal was wonderful looking. Very easy on the eyes. Again, coming from Kevin De Bruyne, though, which is absolutely no surprise whatsoever. The assist machine, which is Kevin De Bruyne. Scrapping for the ball here at the halfway line. It's ended up as a foul on Jordan Henderson by the look of it, on Jesus. It is also absolutely bucketing down in Manchester right now. Ball about to be sliding everywhere. I don't know, has it been bucketing down the whole time and I just haven't noticed, but right here I for some reason have seen it more than anywhere else. I think it might have been raining for the whole time. Maybe that's why the ball is whizzing around so much. Jesus has it here on the left hand side, and Joel Matip does very well to muscle him off the ball here. And now he's keeping him muscled off the ball, and Jesus has to foul him. We didn't have to foul him, obviously, because it was all the way up at the Liverpool corner, but he couldn't get the ball back. He wanted it back, pushed into his back, and gave away the foul. That was a lot of back action. There's a nice find there from De Bruyne. He had his back to the goal. He turns around, instantly sees Gabriel Jesus to see the goal again. The turn from Gabriel Jesus. Oh my god. Very nice, very nice. Liverpool now need to see if they can find an answer to that goal and get an actual goal of their own, because they have only gotten the penalty so far. Sadio Mane on the left side gets stopped. Robertson plays a nice cross in. Just cleared out to, I think it was Diogo Jota, yeah. Tries to get a shot, but it ends up just kind of dribbling off to the left hand side of the goal. Ooh, there's a nice attempt at a cross from Robertson. That shot just pittered out into nothing really from Diogo Jota. He's been silent so far. We haven't seen much from him. 35 minutes in, 10 minutes to half time. Will it be 1-1 at the half is the question. Or will we see a team on top? Honestly, so far, I would say it deserves to be 1-1 at half time. Both teams have played alright. Man City did actually make the chance for their goal. I mean, Sadio Mane did well to get into the position he was when the penalty was given away. So I guess that was well constructed as well. Wijnaldum here is being pressured on the ball a lot. He's being driven back towards his own box here, and eventually De Bruyne gives a foul on him. Really even, in my opinion. 'Tis indeed. Two very high quality teams battling it out. That's what it is. I'd take Jesus, you know. Come on over, lad. God damn it. JD, I'm pretty sure we'd both take most of the players from either of these teams and put them on our own. But alas, 'tisn't that easy. Did you catch the goal from Gabriel, JD? I don't know why I keep calling him Gabriel, not just Jesus, but you know. Diogo Jota's tried to play it up the right hand side here, and it's been taken off him by De Bruyne, who's actually, I think, switched sides now. De Bruyne playing up the left side, Raheem Sterling playing up the right side by the look of it. Some possession from Man City in their own half. They're being very patient with the ball. I'll give them that much. The amount of time that they've played it around with their centre-backs here. Imagine being able to have that much trust in your defence that you can just play it around there for the whole time. Doing assignment, haven't seen shag all, way up. 'Twas a lovely goal by Gabriel Jesus. Played in by De Bruyne and he flicked it around Trent Alexander-Arnold. And then poked it in the corner. It was a lovely flick to get around him. Spun him like he was a lamppost. The footwork here from some of these Man City players, oh my. I mean, they've always been good in that way. Because they're all expensive, highly skilled players. But it's just nice to see. Harry and Lindelof would somehow score an own goal. Oh my god. Sterling's now back on the left side. They are switching around their positioning so much. I cannot deal with it. This is what it's like to have a mastermind manager. Down the right hand side from Man City, Kyle Walker near the corner flag. Plays in a cross and it's way too long for anybody and it's ended up with Diogo Jota, who has tried to play a pass. It tries it again because it comes back to him. Mo Salah has the ball and it's gone out for a throw-in for Liverpool. As it's tackled off of him. Am I gonna have to do like a radio play-by-play for you, SoJD? Get my descriptive vocabulary ready. Sadio Mane has just tried to do a little fancy flick there. When there was nobody on him, there was no need for it, and he's given the ball away. De Bruyne. Oh, is that a handball? De Bruyne's just tried to cross it in from the corner of the box. It looked like it hit maybe... Is it... Oh, it's Gomez's hands, was it? I don't know, it has just kind of hit his body, but it did look like he put his hands there to stop it. Oh, that could be given as a pen by VAR. Right on the corner of the box. De Bruyne has tried to play in a cross. It looked like it was going to be another very nice cross. I mean, it is another one of those where it's very close and you don't know whether the player has enough time to react to it. But it has hit his hand and his hand was out from his body. And if they're going to be consistent as to the calls they've been making all season, this is a penalty for Man City. Because it has hit his arm and his arm is out from his body. Do I have water? I do indeed. Kevin De Bruyne again though looking very dangerous with these crosses, and it's obviously that the Liverpool players know that and they're going to try anything they can to stop it. Gomez has gotten his body in the way, but he's stuck his hand out and the ref's now going over to look at the monitor to check if he wants to give it as a pen. I think this has to end up as a penalty. If there's going to be any consistency in the Premier League at all, this has to be a penalty. And if it's not a penalty, then it just doesn't make any sense. Who runs with their hands close to their body? I know, but they've been giving these all season. That's the thing. They have to be consistent with their calls. I mean, look at it. You keep looking at it. Gomez is running along with De Bruyne. There's a good bit of space in between him, and Gomez has just kind of got his hand out like this. He is trying to take it away with it, but he has blocked it with his arm. Ref's given a penalty. There you go. And I'm happy with that because it means they're consistent somewhat with their calls, and they need to be. Because there's a lot of drama with VAR since it's been introduced, so they need to at least be making the same type of calls all the time, because sometimes you see a decision given in a game and then you see the exact same thing in a different game and it's not given the same decision. So realistically, this has to be a penalty just because they've been calling them all season. Would I give it as a penalty? In my opinion, I mean, I think I would, because he is running along and he does have his arm out and he blocks it with his arm. There is some ridiculous ones that is given, but I think I'd give that as a penalty as well. De Bruyne to take. Surely he buries this one. I don't see De Bruyne missing a penalty. This is a normal sized run up. You'll love to see that. Not Mo Salah's outside of the box running at it. Oh, he's missed the goal altogether. De Bruyne has just missed the goal altogether with his penalty. What have I just witnessed? He's human. De Bruyne, right-footed, has tried to drag it into the bottom left-hand corner and he's dragged it completely wide altogether. It's only slightly next to the post, but like, you can't be dragging a penalty wide, and I especially wouldn't expect that from Kevin De Bruyne. Long ball played up the left-hand side here for Liverpool, and they're just outside the box. Firmino plays a cross. Blocked by Man City and played out. As far as Trent Alexander-Arnold, Wijnaldum. Ball's going to come back here again to the Man City box. Long ball played by Jordan Henderson to Firmino just outside the box. Firmino going to play it in here from the left-hand side, surely. There's the cross, and it's headed away by Man City. Feels very bad to be missing a penalty like that. I can't remember the last time I saw a penalty that missed the goal altogether. You see penalties saved regularly, but you don't see people missing the goal very often. Especially not De Bruyne, and especially not like that. I mean, you can see he's tried to slot it right into the corner, but sometimes you just gotta bang him. Not go for the kind of precision he went for there. I'm gonna add something here to the old goal score. Should I add it? Should I add Miss Pen to the goal scorers thing? I mean, this kind of turns into an event thing rather than a goal scorers thing if I do that. Because then I'd be adding bookings and shit like that, because that's the same kind of level. So we'll leave it. Ooh, long ball up to Mane here, who's rounded someone. With a lovely touch. Giving it to Mo Salah, who's... I thought he was looking for a shot. Alexander-Arnold looks for the shot. Ooh, Ederson spilled it and just about managed to recover it before Jota could get his foot in there to tap it in. Mane plays it across just outside the box to Salah. Lays it off to Alexander-Arnold, who's flying in at the right side, who launches a shot right at Ederson, to be fair. Ederson spills it, it slips under his legs, and he manages to turn around, get his hands out and scoop it into his chest just before Diogo Jota gets there to tap it in. Jesus. Well, this is an eventful end to the first half. 44 minutes now, 1 minute left until halftime. Probably still deserves to be a draw, I would say. No team getting the upper hand here, which is what you'd expect in a game between two such high quality teams. Man City now with the ball. De Bruyne on the left hand side. Oh, ball played in. I couldn't see who did play that ball in, but it was poor. They wanted Jesus to come out towards it, apparently. They're telling them that afterwards, but it was a poor ball, to be fair. Throwing now for Man City just outside the box. Goes to De Bruyne, whose touch lets him down. Kyle Walker now playing it up on the right hand side. I think Fernan Torres is here looking for a cross. Gets it in. Ooh, he whipped that cross across, but Alisson is able to scoop it up before anybody gets there. Played out quickly up the right hand side. Diogo Jota 1-2 with Firmino. Jota looking to see who he can play through. There's nobody going. Sadio Mane. Ooh, somebody's just come through. Ruben Diaz has just come through the back of Sadio Mane. Free kick. A good bit outside the box. I wouldn't really say it's in super threatening range, but I mean, I would say De Bruyne could fancy it, but given how the penalty went, I don't know, do you give it to him here? But then who else would you give it to? Oh, Mo Salah. Why am I on about Man City? It's a fucking Liverpool free kick. Jesus. Mo Salah, Alexander-Arnold and Jordan Henderson all standing over the ball. Any one of them could take it. Definitely not Kevin De Bruyne, because, you know, that's the wrong team, boys. 46 minutes. There's been 3 minutes added on for halftime. Are we going to see a Liverpool 2-1 lead just before the half? Ooh, Alexander-Arnold takes it quickly. Tried to get it in the top right hand corner, but as soon as the ref was ready there, they did a little passing and moving and laying off the ball for the free, and Alexander-Arnold tries to bury a top bins, but it whisks over the bar. I don't know where I whipped out whisks as my vocabulary there, but there you go. Jesus wept. Way up. Well, my mom suddenly decided she wanted to come in and feed the dog and do it the slowest possible way and the loudest possible way, so decided I'd feed him myself. So if you hear some scoffing in the background, it's Flash eating away. We have the halftime whistle blown now. 1-1 at the half. Kyle Walker very upset with himself, probably still hasn't forgiven himself for giving away the penalty. And I don't blame him because it was a pretty awful attempt. Liam, what are we bottoming about, by the way? Well, halftime, very evenly contested game. I'm gonna have to take away my timer now. As we figured out the last day, it doesn't count over 60 minutes. We can't have a timer that says it's an hour and a minute in. Missed the question you had for me. I can't even remember myself. But yeah, very evenly contested game so far. It's been entertaining. It's been fun to see two highly talented teams go at it. You can't help but feel that it's the two managers trying to out-tactic each other as well. Out-tactics each other. Two of the best managers in the league, if not the two best managers in the league. It'll be interesting to see how they go, what they say at halftime, and how they come out. How both teams come out in the second half. We shall see. Anyway, must go for my toilet break and to fill up my drinks and such, and maybe I'll have some of my my bun as well. I also don't understand what he's bottom for. So anybody in chat right now, go get your drink, stay hydrated, go to the toilet, and don't miss the action for the second half. I will be back very soon. And thank you guys for watching as always. Right. Pool and City are absolute shite. We deserve to win Prem this season. We've been best team by far. Party time. Bruh. Oh, if only JD was here to read that. JD is the guy that I run this channel with, by the way. He is an Arsenal fan himself. And would love that message. Don't know if he's still here listening, but I would alorf if he was. What are you whatting for, Sop? And also, welcome to the stream. Sifo, I don't know if that's how you say your name, and I apologise if I've ruined it, but welcome. How are you enjoying the game so far? I'm now going to be enjoying the rest of the game with a saucy beverage. Might as well sit back, relax, and enjoy the good football. You know, wouldn't this be a perfect time where if Taste of Sport had a sponsor, we could just run some ads for halftime while I got up, went for my drink and all that stuff. Finished off my messy bun, so I don't have to be picking at it for the rest of it now. I had top comments on, oh, what an absolute amateur. Excuse me. I'm having proper trouble with the wrapping on this at the moment, as I always do. Please. Oh. Nailed it. Sure, Arsenal are playing at like 7:15 today as well. Such an inconvenient time to play. NFL football is on in a while. Man must be watching that. Actually, is it already on? It's not. It's on in half an hour. I was actually originally intending to do one of these for the Arsenal game, but when I checked the games for the day, I realised that this one was on at the perfect time. So here we are watching this game instead, and it's been a good game so far. Oh my god, could that be any louder? But you know, Arsenal are looking good so far this season. I can't lie. I mean, they did just beat Man U in their last game, but we won't get too much into that result, and we won't look too much into that result because Man U are an absolute roller coaster of either very good results or dumpster fire results. So, I don't really know how to take that game. But Arsenal do be looking much better this season, especially with the addition of, what is his name, the centre back that they got, that Man U wanted, that I was really sad when I saw him first in an Arsenal shirt because he was really good in their first game. His name is Thomas Partey as well. Is very good as well, so I do agree with the old party time. So Arsenal fans are having an absolute hoot right now. Gabriel, that's who it is. Maybe that's why I keep calling Gabriel Jesus Gabriel by accident. Yeah, no, Thomas Partey also looks very good for Arsenal. At least he looked very good against us, but I suppose it's not very hard to look very good against Man U, is it? Might have made that a bit strong, but here we are. Surviving. I feel like I should have a timer on literally just for the halftime as well, so I know when it's ending. I do gots to figure it out. See, if it was on Twitch, I could make a 15-minute ad break here in between, but alas, I shall not. Any changes at halftime, do we think? Probably not, because the game has been evenly contested so far. And unless there's injury, I would assume there's not going to be any. Who do both teams have on the bench that they could bring on? City could bring on Bernardo Silva for some fresh legs. I actually don't see anyone else. They have a lot of defenders on the... Oh, Phil Foden could definitely come on and make a difference. Did they only have one attacking player on the bench? Two, Bernardo Silva and Phil Foden. They'll probably be the two that come on, right? Bruh, that's very strange. For Liverpool, I don't know what they could bring on. James Milner comes on, I will laugh. I wouldn't particularly call James Milner the difference maker, but if they get the lead, they could bring James Milner on just to shore it all up. Shaqiri might make an appearance. Thiago has a knee injury. I must have missed that completely. Last time I saw Thiago, he had COVID and couldn't play, so... He's come along since and got himself a knee injury. James, the king of average Milner. Exactly. Exactly that. Right, players are back on the field. We're almost ready to go again. We get the timer ready. I need to reset it. Have it ready to start again from 0, not from 45, because we don't want another mishap. James somehow still finds himself in a top Premier League team. Milner would also be another good one. Oh, what just happened? They were just ready to kick off and then the stream... What is happening today? They were just ready to kick off and then the stream lagged. And then they were like 20 seconds in all of a sudden. Right, so we're there now. We're 30 seconds into second half. Right. Now we're bang on again. Very good, very good. That was a very strange way for that to go though, because the stream didn't actually like stop and buffer at all. It just went from, oh, we're about to kick off to, oh, the ball's all the way over here. And what just happened here? De Bruyne gets the ball and Joel Matip comes in with a strong tackle. De Bruyne has just kind of kicked it to pass it on first touch. And Matip has just stuck his foot in and he's ended up kicking Matip's foot. And then he's gone flying like he's just absolutely broken every bone in his leg. But it's a free kick from Man City. I don't know if it's in much of a dangerous... But Joel Matip's been booked for that as well. I suppose you can't just stick your foot in, but... How hard did he kick his foot? Because De Bruyne is down here getting treatment as well. And this is a man that they can't afford to get injured, so they'd hope he would stay on. I am actually going to have to refresh my stream here again as well, because it did buffer this time, just as De Bruyne was getting hacked. Yeah, I mean, Matip's just kind of planted his foot, and De Bruyne has just kicked it. Oh, I don't know about a booking for that. It's probably a foul, but I don't know about a booking. Pep, I think, is worried about getting more players injured, to be honest, because he has a lot of injuries to deal with currently. He just refreshed it. Oh, Jesus Christ, no copyright, please. And now we're completely off again. Right, can we keep it like this now? Gundogan on the left is odd choice, by the way, I only just noticed. Where do I have him? Left mid. Yeah, I mean, they're all just kind of playing up the middle, so there's no real people on the wangs. I haven't actually looked at this since the game has started. Torres, Sterling. Yeah, I mean, De Bruyne, Gundogan and Rodri have all just been kind of moving fluidly in the midfield, so they're kind of all over the bit. Mine just turned itself up to... Mine only did it because I refreshed, but now I'm on a completely different time to what the timer says, so I need to fix that. It's the tight midfield, yeah. Exactly that. The midfield battle is the one that needs to be won right now for these teams anyway. Right, we're off again. Let's see how long it takes before the stream decides it wants to lag again. Liverpool coming up the right-hand side here. Jota taking it up the middle, switching it to the left. Sadio Mane has it just outside the box. Pass it off to Robertson, who makes another lovely cross. The crosses that are being whipped in this game are very nice. And Ederson cuts it out just before somebody gets on the end of it. And now Man City flying up the other end. De Bruyne at the edge of the box. Crosses it across. And Alisson comes out to intercept it. Jeez. Some fast-paced action going on here, boys. Liverpool now bringing it up, just crossing the halfway line. Alexander-Arnold tries to play Firmino through. Gets headed out. Mane has it. Mane is being shoved again. Salah just on the edge of the box. Could he pull the trigger here? He tries to, but it gets blocked. And what just happened? Woo! Lads, what is going on at the start of this half? So Salah cuts in. I was thinking he could take the shot. He tried it. It gets blocked. And the ball just kind of is up in the air, floating towards Ederson. And Ederson comes out, could easily catch it, and decides he wants to punch it. It ends up at the feet of another Liverpool player who takes a very tame shot and ends up back in Ederson's hands anyway. But Ederson could easily have caught that and decided he wanted to punch it for some strange reason. Like, it was probably coming to chest height, and he decided he wanted to dive and punch it instead of just catching it. But whatever, it hasn't ended up in a goal, so can't really slew him that hard. Man City now playing it out from the back. Another long ball across the field, this time trying to pick out Kyle Walker across the other side, who can control it. Lets the ball go out and then kicks it away, because he's obviously not feeling himself. Which, to be fair, I wouldn't blame him. For anybody that was watching the match and saw the halftime, I did manage to catch it while I was eating my messy bun, that Roy Keane called Kyle Walker an idiot for how he's been playing and giving away the penalty in the way he did. And you know Roy Keane, he's not going to hold back, is he? I mean, it was a bad penalty to give away, and he's been playing very poorly so far, but only Roy Keane, out of all the Sky Sports people, would call Kyle Walker an idiot. At least out loud. Man's got no chill whatsoever. Man City keeping possession here. It ends up going from about the halfway line all the way back to the keeper. Laporte now with the ball. Looks for a nice little pass up, and it is ended up out of bounds for a Liverpool throw. Who is... Oh, it's Cancelo who's left back for Man City. You know, I'm glad I have the team sheet over there, because it helps me when I can't figure out who's who. Cancelo now with the ball, plays it into the midfield to Gundogan. Plays a nice little ball out to Raheem Sterling here on the left side, but Sterling can't get on the end of it, so it wasn't such a nice little ball in the end. Also, JD, I don't know if you were here. Somebody came in while I was gone for half time saying that Arsenal have been the best team by far in the Premier League so far, and ending their message with party time. I don't know if you saw it. Saying that Liverpool and City are absolute shite. First thing I said was, if only JD was here. It would be an absolute party in the chat, boys. I mean, no. I mean, you gotta love that Arsenal fans have something to celebrate. Something like that they can actually believe in now. There's no way you could have even faked that for the past couple of years, so at least now you all have something to cheer about, you know? Gundogan here with the ball at his feet for what I'm assuming was a free kick, because nobody was anywhere near him and he wasn't moving. It's ended up all the way back to Ederson again. Man City do like to keep possession. This is one of the few things I knew about Man City's style of play so far this season, coming into the game, and I'm definitely seeing it. They played around at the back, not afraid to play it back to the keeper. I like it. The players have enough confidence to be able to keep it to play it around at the back as well, which is something that I haven't seen from Man U, because, you know. Is that a ball from Gundogan, who's just trying to play it out to Kyle Walker on the wing, who's just at the sideline, miscontrols it, and it goes out again? I mean, honestly, Kyle Walker is having an absolutely awful game. Liverpool now playing it around at the back. Back to Alisson. De Bruyne is chasing down everyone on the ball out the front. Is it up and Laporte gets in now. Man City are playing it around at the back. Our quality of football is a million times better than last season. I'll give us that. Party time is my father. Oh God. Am I wrong? I probably am wrong in saying that his first game was against Man U. Was that his first start against Man U? I don't know. Have I just missed him up until that game? Firmino now with the ball, trying to play it down the left-hand side, but it gets snuffed out, boys. Man City now with the ball, playing it up their left-hand side. Sterling, Cancelo, just outside the box now. Ooh, Cancelo plays a lovely ball over the top. Gabriel Jesus tries to get his head on it. He does. He's in acres of space, nobody around him, but he cannot guide it to the goal, and he just heads it wide. God damn. It wasn't Partey's first. Cancelo plays a lovely little chip over the whole line, the whole defensive line of Liverpool here. They all seem to be asleep. Jesus just sneaks in. Nobody contesting the header whatsoever, but he was in a bit of an awkward spot, somewhat towards the front post, to try and be able to guide it to the goal and around the keeper, but doesn't even get it on target in the end. He should definitely at least be getting it on target. Liverpool ball. Joel Matip, actually, I don't think he distills much confidence in me whatsoever. I don't know why that's my word for it, but distills, bestows. I need a word for that. Because distills is definitely not the one. But Joel Matip doesn't give me much confidence at the back for Liverpool anyway. Mane now taking it up, is at the edge of the box, falls for Jota, who lays it off to Firmino, who skies it. Started against Leicester for his first start in the Premier League, and a week before that against Rapid Vienna was his first start at all. Yeah, I haven't seen any of the Europa League games at all, so 'tis fair that I had no idea about that. Is that Shaqiri? Absolutely face to face with somebody right now on the Liverpool staff getting instructions from him. Jesus, that looked intense. Ooh, Sterling nods it on. Jesus up against the whole line just outside the box. Is it off to De Bruyne, who's in acres of space, takes a shot just over the bar. Woo! That's how you know the teams have quality, when they have the space like that and they immediately look to the goal to take the shot. That's confidence, quality, and you love to see it. Again though, I'd love to see that on target from De Bruyne. He's not been great today. His crosses have been on point. His passing has been pretty good, but he did drag the penalty wide, and I haven't seen him shooting much. But he skied that one. So Shaqiri is about to come on for Liverpool by the looks of it. Not sure who for, maybe Wijnaldum? Surely none of the front four are coming off, right? Ooh, long ball attempted there for Sadio Mane. Oh my God, Kyle Walker, what are you doing? So a long ball tried to play over the top to Sadio Mane. Kyle Walker is in full, like, positional advantage, and he's just taken it around his own goalkeeper. It's not gone in or anything. It's not a goal. But Kyle Walker has rounded his own goalkeeper with the ball, and then had to go all the way around in his box and take it out. Kyle Walker's having a mare, boys, and it continues to get worse. Jesus. He's kind of looking now like, what did I just do? And he's very lucky to have gotten away with it. Shaqiri is so small, oh my God. I haven't seen him in ages. Who's he coming on for? Oh, he's coming on for Firmino, alright. Interesting, I didn't think I'd see Firmino come off. I think Man City are making a change as well soon. I think I'm seeing somebody stripping off in the back. I don't know who it is. But yeah, Shaqiri on, Firmino off. I will update the old team sheet. Ooh, Yotta's just tried to take a shot. There's calls for handball as it was blocked by, I think, Cancelo. Another ball played in, cleared by De Bruyne. And it's ended up being something to Man City. It looks like a throw. I think that's how you spell Shaqiri, right? Is there a U? Let's have a look. Yotta has a shot. Oh, no, he's... See, this time his hands are in here. The shot... no, I don't think that one's not a penalty in my books. How does one spell Shaqiri? There's not a U. I knew it. I knew I had something wrong. If you are, why do they think you supported Chelsea? Oh, goal. Wouldn't even answer that one. Mo Salah now backing into the box. I think Ruben Diaz at his back, who muscles it off of him. Man City now trying to play the ball out from the back. Gives it away. I think it was De Bruyne gave it away, trying to get the fast break going there. Now Liverpool playing it around at their halfway line with possession back. Love to see that. And now they've lost the ball as well. Sterling trying to charge up the field and then loses the ball again straight away. Is he fouled? Or did he foul Matip? If Matip has fouled Sterling here, he's in a spot of trouble. He's not going to get sent off for that, but... No, I think the foul is on Sterling, right? Oh, yeah, foul's definitely on Sterling. He's just grabbing the arms here. Grabbed Gini Wijnaldum's arm and then he's just ran into Matip and floored him, so... Raheem Sterling in the book. An hour gone and a change is being made. Fernan Torres is coming off. Bernardo Silva on. There we go. One of the two attacking players on the bench for Man City. Jesus Christ. Surprised Phil Foden hasn't come on yet. He's been very good so far this season. Somebody has just gone down injured, completely off the ball for Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold. This doesn't look good because he's gone down nowhere near the ball here. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's kind of down holding both of his legs, so... What's going on here? He's got a bit of cramp. Something going on with his calf by the look of it. Sprinting back to trying... Oh, yeah, he's pulled up while sprinting there. Oh, he might have to come off in this game. Oh, and James Milner is stripped and ready to come on, boys. Mr. Bog Standard, Mr. Average, James Milner. Is he going to play right back? Jurgen Klopp looks on in shock as another one of his players goes down injured. I feel like both of these teams have been getting a lot of injuries. Surely they can't be losing Trent Alexander and Virgil van Dijk. He's been picked up. He looks very disappointed. I'm pretty sure he's coming off here. Yeah, he's coming off. He's just pulled up while running, so I think it's a muscle injury for Alexander-Arnold. Him off, James Milner on. Alright. The defense of Liverpool looks weaker once again. Does Klopp need a hug? I volunteer. God damn it. I think he does, to be honest. He's lost both of his best defensive players now, so... Milner in at right back, boys. Who'd have thunk? An absolutely exciting day. Pep just give him a head shake, I don't know. But I think both of them are both in favour of the whole change to 5 subs for both teams as well. And if that's a muscle injury for Trent Alexander-Arnold, that kind of backs up what they've been saying, that the players are playing a lot. And they didn't get the break that they usually get between seasons, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really for the whole argument of they didn't really have such a break between seasons, because they did have the whole break when the season was stopped during the first like wave of the pandemic that everyone went through as well, because the Premier League was off for a long time. I don't know, am I just missing something there that means that nothing to them really, but that counts as the break for me. Milner now is taking this free from Miles out. He whips it in. Some pulling and everything in the box. The Liverpool player down. They want the penalty, but they're not going to get it. Kyle Walker now taking it out from right back. Ooh, does he get fouled by Sadio Mane just crossing the halfway line? I think he does. He does indeed. The attempts are coming up on screen here. 6 attempts for Man City, 10 attempts for Liverpool. On target, 2 for Man City, 3 for Liverpool. Pretty even so far. Liverpool definitely had the better chances though. I don't know, I feel like if Man City had scored that penalty that they had, I feel like the Liverpool would feel hard done by here, because they've had the better chances of the two teams. And arguably been the better of the two teams as well, but I think it deserves to be a draw so far. James Milner at right back, boys. I can't get over it. Alisson plays it out, and I think Bernardo Silva tried to take the ball down there and makes a bags of it. Out for Liverpool throw. Second half possession 50-50, that's about right. Matip tries to play the long ball out, cut out by Cancelo. Laporte now with the ball back to Eduardo. Ederson, Jesus. It's like I know I'm wrong with that. I just can't think of what it is. Man City now with some possession in their own half again. I think they need to try and settle things down here for a couple of minutes. They need to just have possession. It's their style of football. They need to just keep it. They're trying to fly up the right hand side again. It's cut out by Gomez. Gone out for a Man City throw, I think. Liverpool throw. I think Man City just need to keep possession for a bit. Do what they're good at for a while. And then maybe try and build from that. But the way it's going at the moment, I see it ending in nothing but a draw. There's definitely going to be more chances. But there's definitely not a team on top. Liverpool, if anything, just because they've had the better chances, but I don't know. I think Man City need to give themselves a chance here to grow into the game a bit. Man City again, probably the most said phrase of the day. Man City with possession in their own half. Diaz and Laporte just passing in between each other. Ooh, long ball from Diaz all the way up, intercepted by James Milner. Oh, that's a bad foul from Cancelo. All the way up just outside Liverpool's own box. Shaqiri came back, got the ball, and Cancelo's just shoved him. No need for it, really. Unnecessary foul, I suppose, more than a bad foul. Alisson now taking the free. Over on the right-hand touchline, somewhere near that. Gets absolutely nowhere. Man City back in possession, crossing their halfway line. They're again trying to play quickly. Maybe they're just trying to get some rhythm into their game as well. Oh, that's a bad pass by, I think, is that Bernardo Silva? Cancelo's tried to keep it in, and he does. Launch forward by Laporte. Lost again by... Who is that? Who am I looking at here? Whoever number 16 is. He's having a mirror. Couple of individual poor performances here from Man City are just disrupting their whole play. Long ball played forward to Mo Salah down the right hand side. He controls it, tries to bring it in, and it's gone. And my video skipped forward again. Another 10 seconds forward. Boys, what's going on? The connexion is ridiculous. 24-20 will go. Trying my best here to fix this timer. And there we go. Liverpool with some sustained attack here. They've whipped the ball into the box a couple of times and it's been cleared out every time so far. 24-30, yeah, we're about right. Oh, a good god. So it skips forward the 10 seconds and then starts buffering and brings me back the 10 seconds, which I'm assuming is what this 10 seconds is about to be. Yep. How annoying. Matip playing it up to the left hand side. I think that's Wijnaldum out there. We'll now have to depart because NFL ILY. No problem, man. I appreciate it. I shall be there myself shortly. Watching the old Red Zone. Thank you for hanging out for a while. Listening to the goings on. I will update you, of course, on the end score once it ends. At the moment, it's looking like a 1-1. Cancelo with a throw on the right side at the moment. Left side even. Man City again looking for another handball, this time on James Milner, not given. Cancelo with another throw. Gives it into Raheem Sterling in the middle. Kyle Walker, what's he going to do with it this time? He's trying to fly down the right hand side. So far so good. Tries to play the ball back to, I think, Bernardo Silva, gives it away. Oh, this game by Kyle Walker is one of the worst individual performances I have seen for a while. That's not including any Man U player. We're just not putting them in there. Ooh, Shaqiri, nice little 1-2 off the Man City defender. Almost plays Salah through. Henderson tries to look for the long ball over the top. Kyle Walker under no pressure. Makes a bags of the header. Still going out towards the goal line. And he whomps it forward out towards halfway. Headed away by Joe Gomez and out for a Man City throw-in. Chances have gone a bit stale here. Some changes to be made by Man City. I think Phil Foden would inject some energy into this team that they need right now. And honestly, I'd be taking Kyle Walker off. He's standing here taking a throw, looking for somebody to throw to, and even here he looks like he doesn't know what's going on. Getting in plenty of passes here though, and he plays a bad pass to, I think, Gundogan, who attempts to control it but ended up losing the ball. So Kyle Walker with another wayward pass. Jesus. Man City with some possession here. They surely look to take this forward and try and get some kind of a chance out of it. Playing it off the left side. Sterling, who's been quiet. I mean, the whole attacking side of this Man City team has been quiet. But there's a 1-2 with De Bruyne here. Cancelo takes it forward. Back to De Bruyne just at the edge of the box. Who looks for the shot, but it gets blocked immediately. Cancelo gives it to Sterling out on the left, who gets shut down by James Milner pretty convincingly. I mean, Sterling I don't know, maybe Sterling would be the one to come off here for Phil Foden, but he hasn't looked great in the second half at all. Mane tries to chest it down and ends up losing it, and a tackle has ended up playing Sterling through into the box here. He's off to the left slightly, looking for a pass into the middle. Finds Gundogan, who takes it round one man, but it ends up at the feet of, I think, maybe Robertson. Back with Man City at the halfway line. Cancelo switches the play. Bernardo Silva here up the right against Robertson. Back to Kyle Walker, who's waiting 50 years for the ball to come towards him and nearly loses it. Jeez. Laporte now. Played all the way out to De Bruyne on the left-hand side. Oh, tries to whip in a cross and horribly miskicks it. Actually ends up flying miles over the bar. So, picture that how you will if you don't have the game on. 15 minutes left. Surely Phil Foden makes an appearance here. Unless he's not fully match fit, which I don't think he isn't. That makes sense. I'd like to see Phil Foden come on. I mean, he gives his all for this team as well. I'm pretty sure he's very passionate about the club. And they need that kind of injection of energy right now. Because they don't have anything going for him at the moment. Kyle Walker again loses the ball. This time in Liverpool's half, so it's not as bad. And then they end up fouling Diogo Jota. Free kick to Liverpool at about the halfway line. Free kick ends up being in possession for Liverpool, ends up back with Alisson. Now they're trying to play out from their own box. Ooh, long ball played by Matip up to Milner on the right side. Mistimed header. Ooh, Matip looked like he was about to square up with De Bruyne there. I think a foul was given on De Bruyne against Matip actually. Yeah, it was. Liverpool now back in possession once again. But still though, no real chances coming in here again. Back to how we started the game now. They look like they're trying to suss each other out again. Maybe building up to what could be a fun ending for the game. Because last time they were trying to do this part, it broke out into multiple chances. Which ended up in 2 goals. Should have been 3 if the penalty hadn't been missed. But could even have been 4 because Jota could have tapped in that ball that was spilled by Alisson. Or Ederson even. Game's kind of boring me right now, yeah, that's fair. It's not the same kind of games you're used to with Man United, is it? These are the kind of games that 2 top tier teams play. I mean, you have Jurgen Klopp on one side and you have Pep Guardiola on the other side. 2 very, very good tactical managers. So there was always a chance it was going to end up like this. I just didn't think the defenses of both teams were going to be enough to hold them to 1-1, to be honest. But I think I prefer watching the shite teams. What? You trying to say Man U were a shite team? One of the shite ones. Class. De Bruyne whips in a corner. It ends up in the hands of Alisson. Long ball played out. Kyle Walker wins the header. Goes across the field. Still ends up with Man City. So I suppose that doesn't count as a possession given away. Not this time. Gundogan plays a long ball up to the right hand side. I think that's Bernardo Silva. Just outside the box, cuts in, plays the ball across the box to Raheem Sterling, who has 3-4 Liverpool players around him who get the ball off him. Oh, what is that on Mo Salah? That's Laporte just had his hands, what looked like around Mo Salah's neck, and he's just dragged him back onto the floor with him. He's being booked for it. I suppose you wouldn't really send him off for that, but Jesus. Laporte there with a pretty disgraceful attempt at stopping Mo Salah getting the ball. Have we just skipped forward? No, we haven't skipped forward at all. Nice. Liverpool now with some possession again after Mo Salah was chokeslammed. Oh, and tell me that's not Kyle Walker. It was. Kyle Walker is having one of the worst games I've ever witnessed by someone. An individual. Jesus. Somebody has just got possession with his back to Kyle Walker and Kyle Walker's just ran at him and just shoved him to the floor. Has Kyle Walker been booked? Because if he's been booked and he's still playing like this is outrageous behaviour. He's going to be sent off. I need to double check. I can't remember if he's been booked or not. He hasn't. Okay, it's the only thing he's done. Probably the only thing he hasn't done probably has been booked. I don't know how he hasn't been booked by now, but apparently not. Shaqiri trying to take the ball up, dispossessed by Sterling, and then gives away the foul on Sterling. Shaqiri is not the player he once was, is he? "10 minutes left. When will we see Phil Foden? Will we even see Phil Foden? I want to see him, boys. He might inject some life into the team." Maybe Pep just doesn't want to super go for it right now. Playing down the right hand side. De Bruyne now with the ball just outside the box. Tries to play the ball across, but it's blocked. Woo! Bernardo Silva just slid in. Luckily that went well for him and he got the ball, but he didn't get possession. Coming up the right hand side now, James Milner on the somewhat of a break, but there's plenty of Man City players back. Ooh, Shaqiri gives away possession again. He's not been great since he came on. Gundogan ends up bypassing his defence and going all the way back to the goalkeeper. Is that a free for Man City? I don't know what just happened there. Can I find out who 16 is for Man City easily? I can, it's Rodri. I see. He's been pretty non-existent in the midfield. Have we mentioned his name so far? I mean, there was one point where I wanted to find out who 16 was, but that was about it. The game's just kind of gone around him. Here he is coming back into centre back to get the ball, so I don't know what's going on, but it's not a great sign when 82 minutes into the game you first realise that somebody's there. Mane now with the ball coming. Ooh, he plays a lovely flick trying to get through Mo Salah, who is cut out by, I think that's Cancelo. Man City now going the other way. Kyle Walker on the ball is never a good start. Plays a short pass off to someone, though, probably the better idea. Cancelo now on the opposite side. Oh, tries to play through Raheem Sterling, but I think Sterling was offside and it looked like he knew it as well. Liverpool ball. Milner plays a long one up the left hand or the right hand side to try and get Mo Salah through. Ederson comes miles out of his box to kind of shield the ball out. And it rolls out for a goal kick to Man City. I don't know. So far, this looks like it's going to end at 1-1. I feel like there could be another chance for somebody to get a winner, but at the moment, there's nothing coming up. Telling you, if we see Phil Foden come into this game, Man City are bound to make a chance. Almost works out coming through there for Cancelo just outside the box, but it ends up running all the way through to Alisson. As Walker gives away another freer pen. I mean, there's always a chance of that as well. Kind of game he's having today. Jesus Christ. I can't believe he hasn't been booked. So he wasn't booked for the penalty. And he shoved over like 3 Liverpool players and he hasn't been booked for any of those either. That's a madness. Referee probably just seen he's having a mare of a game and has taken so much pity on him. Throw in here for Liverpool in their own half. James Milner has almost walked it up to the halfway line there. He just kept going. Ball ends up with Man City. Tried to play a long one over the top, cut out. And they were offside anyway. Free kick to Liverpool in their own half. There's Phil Foden, finally, with 5 minutes left in the game. He's getting stripped off and ready to come on. There's no way he's full fitness. He must have been injured. I thought Kevin was injured. Did you? Oh, the way he was hobbling around. Yeah, no, he'd just be moving matters. Oh, lads. Looks like we're playing out a 1-1 so far. Mane up front. Although with the attacking players on both of these teams, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a moment of magic from someone. Liverpool playing it around in their own half. Looking for a way forward. Anytime somebody gets the ball, they seem to be looking downfield to see if they can play it to someone. Salah comes back to collect. Jota is back to collect. Ball's played up the left-hand side to Sadio Mane, who tries to play through someone, but he's offside. Boys, 4 minutes left. Has Foden actually come on yet? I don't think he's come on yet. I think he's at the side ready to come on, but he hasn't actually come on yet. He hasn't. Gundogan, Laporte all back, passing it between them at the back. For Man City. Very slow so far. Nobody seems to be going out of the way to look for a winner here. Oh, long ball played forward, looking for Kyle Walker. Oh, it was a long high ball played forward looking for Kyle Walker. He thought he had to go up to contest for the header. He does win the header, but he heads it out of bounds. I mean... It's not even the tackling which is his worst, which is like all he's doing wrong. Which makes it so much worse. He's giving away so much ball from passes. He's not controlling the ball well. He's heading it out of bounds. He's fouling everyone. Like... This has been an awful game from Kyle Walker. Jesus. Bernardo Silva now on the right side. Passes it back. Given across to Cancelo. Sterling. Just outside the box. Whips it across. Looking for Gabriel Jesus, but it doesn't find him. It's headed out. Ooh, almost given back to De Bruyne in the box again. Cut out again by Liverpool. Laporte now with the ball. Lofts it out to the right side to Bernardo Silva. Who loses out to Robertson. Did Bernardo have a kick at Robertson there, or did Robertson just dive out of bounds? Couldn't quite tell, but we're now 2 minutes left and Phil Foden still hasn't gotten on the pitch. Where is Phil Foden? Did he come on and I missed it? Please God, because there's only 2 minutes left now. I've been calling for this man for the last half an hour and we're now down to 2 minutes left. Where's he at? I'm trying to see if he came on and I missed it. Maybe they just didn't show it on the screen. No, he's not there. He's not there at all. Cool. Watch him have gone back and sat. in the stands. Next Sunday at 4:30, Wales and Ireland. Oh, Jesus. I had no idea that was on Nations League game. I'd love to do that, but last time one of those games was played, it was the most boring 0-0 draw I think I've ever watched in soccer. So I don't think I'll be doing one of those, boys. I think the next game I will do will be England versus maybe Belgium. I could do England versus Ireland as well, but I'm not sure. Definitely going to be an England game though, because I know the England squad well and there's a lot of Man U players playing for England. So long ball, tried to play up the left hand side to Cancelo, ends up losing out again. There's just absolutely no solid possession here or play going forward. Sadio Mane now has it. Oh, in the Man City half, it looked like he was fouled by Kyle Walker, but it's not given. I think it's actually given against Sadio Mane. Man City now taking it up the right side. Play to Gabriel Jesus on the right hand side. Sterling's over here as well. Everyone's trying to get involved here. Sterling and De Bruyne have now switched sides again. Bernardo Silva looking for someone to give it to, gives it to Laporte, who ends up going back to the halfway line, and Kyle Walker on the ball. Passes it forward to Bernardo Silva on the right side. Now I've just come forward, haven't I? Yeah, I'm forward 10 seconds again. Kyle Walker comes flying in. Actually won the ball this time. Nice. Impressive stuff. Man City with possession now just outside the box on the right hand side. Alright, Man City with some possession here, looking slightly more threatening all of a sudden. Cancelo passes it into the centre to Gundogan, who tries to loft over the top and is caught out by Alisson. 3 minutes left of a total of 4 minutes that were added on, and I still am pretty sure that Phil Foden's not on the field, so I don't think he's coming on anymore. I don't know what happened when he got out of his seat, got his jersey on and was ready to go, but I don't know, something died. I'm now frozen again, so I'm assuming it's going back the 10 seconds it went forward. Yep. That's why I didn't adjust the timer. Ederson ends up cutting out a cross there and throws it out in one of the weirdest ways. Man City now with possession in their own half. Only 2 minutes left, boys. This looks like it's going nowhere but a 1-1 draw. Back again all the way to Ederson. Long ball forward from Ederson. Absolutely nobody there, and Alisson actually comes out to head it way outside his box. And they're trying, Man City trying to play through the defense and ended up running all the way back through to Alisson, who's back in goals. Alisson there playing an absolute sweeper. Keeper comes miles outside of his box to head away the long ball. While Walker playing a crossfield ball to Laporte. 1.5 minutes left. Foul given against Diogo Jota just inside the Liverpool half. City take it quickly and move the ball forward. Oh, Kyle Walker loses the ball and then flies into Sadio Mane. There's Kyle Walker's booking. Oh my God. What is wrong with him today? He's having an awful game. He has possession. He's trying to play through Bernardo Silva up the right-hand side. He plays an awful pass, which looks like it was kicked all kinds of wrong. He ended up kind of toe-poking it off the outside of his foot. And then I think it's Wijnaldum who comes in to pick the ball up, and he's just hacked into him. He slid in, kicked Wijnaldum's leg, and he's been booked for it. It's about time Kyle Walker's been booked, to be honest. He deserves to be booked just for the performance that he's put in today. Jesus. God, he's been awful. Long ball played from the free, up from Alisson. Kyle Walker heads it clear. Ball's flying around in the air. Liverpool end up with it. Mo Salah at his feet, and he gets fouled. Is that Gundogan who's fouled him? Oh, it's Diaz, I think. Yeah. Diaz has fouled him. So there's a free kick here in a dangerous area. I don't know if it's shootable. It is a long way out for a free kick to have a shot from it. We have Henderson, James Milner, and Shaqiri all over it. James Milner is now left, so it's just Henderson and Shaqiri left. I mean, either of these guys could hit it. I don't know if it would have to be a very well hit free kick to go in from here, though. There's one man in the wall. That's how far out it is. Shaqiri lifts it, and it goes to absolutely nobody in that area. And the ref's blowing the full-time whistle. It's headed out. There was nobody in the area from that free kick. It was very strange. Jurgen Klopp's absolutely screaming at his players. Pep's just waiting behind him for the handshake. And they hug it out for the boys. Alright, well. Ended up with the second half not being nearly as fun as the first half, but oh my god, they're showing Kyle Walker as he leaves the pitch. I can only imagine what Roy Keane's going to have to say about him after the game. I can only imagine the slaughtering he's going to get from Roy Keane. I mean, it was bad at halftime, and he's been so much worse again in the second half. Jesus, that's one of the worst individual performances I have ever seen from a player in any game from Kyle Walker there. Klopp and Pep, I love them. God damn it, all the players are just kind of coming together and having a laugh about the absolute shit show of a game that they just had in the second half there. They're probably all having a laugh at Kyle Walker, to be honest, and I wouldn't blame them. Jesus Christ, right, I'm turning this laggy stuff off now because it's freezing again and I can't be bothered with it going forward and backwards another 10 seconds. Right. Actually, we'll give a little update on the table here. I don't know what that means for the table. Just as we end this. So Liverpool will now be in third place after this week of games. Leicester top, Tottenham second. And Liverpool third on goal difference because Liverpool only have a goal difference of +2 after they were battered by Aston Villa earlier in the season. Man City are down in 11th, which I didn't actually know they were down that low. They've drawn 3 games this season. Man U are in 14th, but we won't talk about that, lads, alright? Where have I just shoved my chat? Lobbed it down somewhere. Anyway. So yeah, we'll have a look. When are England playing? What is it today? The 8th? England play Ireland on Thursday at 8 o'clock. So either that could be the next game that we do here, or we could do... Oh, see, that's Sunday at 7:45, and that's football, NFL football time. So I don't know if we can do that, and that's actually the best of the England games as well. So that's kind of sad. But if you guys are interested in such a thing, I will point the right direction today because I can actually see which way I'm going. Up in the top corner there, we have our Twitter handle. If you guys do want to follow the Twitter, we regularly update the biggest news in all the major sports, mainly the NFL, NBA, and the Premier League. The Twitter is our most active place. And if you're not already, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. We plan to regularly do more of these watch-alongs, and we have videos again about the NBA and the NFL mainly uploaded regularly to the channel as well. So we would appreciate you very much. And if you haven't already, please do like the video if you did enjoy it. And yeah, that's going to be it from us today. I will see you again, as I said, maybe Thursday for the England-Ireland game, but we'll see. Thank you guys for watching the watch-along with us. I hope you did enjoy the game, even though it turned out to be a bit stale in the second half. But it was a good game. 2 managers that could easily have cancelled each other out, and that's what they did. And Kyle Walker was a laugh to keep an eye on for the whole game. So yeah, it was fun. See you guys the next day. See ya.